Hey people, how y'all doing? It's another weekend and yes, it's Showbiz Diary on TOS Television Network. My name is Adesuwa Osuyi and today my guest and I will be giving you perspectives on eye-catching and conversation-worthy stories from Africa's music scene that trended during the week. So buckle up people, we're about to take you on a roll. Welcome back. My guest today is an award-winning disc jockey. He's one of Abuja's favorite DJs, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, DJ Young G.
Okay, now you're making me shy.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much for coming. So basically, yeah, you and I are going to be partnering on this one. So basically, I will be reading out the stories and everything, and then you just be giving me your perspectives on it.
Sure.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's get into it. Well, let's start with you first. So, how has it been with you? Being a DJ in Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital city, how is it?
It's been a journey that I'm blessed to have gone from this to this and still going
all the way up.
You know, all the way up. So yeah, that's just it for now.
Okay. What's up with the mask though? Because I saw your videos and I think every time you always have a mask on. So what's up with the mask?
Long story short, I saw the future.
You saw? Oh wait, so this has been before COVID, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, so basically, and it just blended in right now. How do you feel that everyone, because I know the mask is supposed to be a trademark, right?
Yeah,
but everyone is wearing a mask now, so that doesn't make it real.
The thing is, everybody looks like me, so it's cool. Everybody looks like me now, so it's fine.
But you breathe fine in this thing, right?
Yeah, very well.
All of your masks are breathable and all that.
All of them.
Because I was worried, because I know that, you know, when you're playing, intensified and all of that stuff, and then you have to breathe fine. All
the time, I breathe well. I'm always wearing a mask. And I have about 10 of them.
Oh.
And I still want more.
Okay. All right, so just fill me in on what you've been up to. Because I don't really know so much about DJs having, you know, special projects and all of that stuff. Yeah, so just fill me in on all of that one.
Right now, I'm working, I have a body of work in progress.
Okay.
First single came out last year, features Zeno Rankin. Okay. A very talented young fellow. Very amazing guy, you know, so first single dropped, more works to come. Okay. I have something with Replay, I have something with Odumodu Black. Oh, wow. You know, and I have something with someone who is big time in the music business right now, so everybody should just watch out for, you know, my body of work coming out real soon. Okay,
but is it the first time you're venturing into like music, having singles out?
Okay, for a lot of people don't know, I used to be a rap artist before I became a DJ 10 years ago. So everything just synced in. Why did you change? My sister.
Every time a Nigerian says that.
You get as you be.
So, but you don't have any regrets, do you?
No.
Okay.
No, I come from a long line of DJs. My pops used to be, my pops is a grandmaster in the business, who's now a politician. Shout out to DJ Mac P. Always a DJ, still a DJ. My sister, DJ Bona.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Berna is a sister?
Yeah, she's the second to the last in the house.
Okay, now I see it.
Everybody's music, my mom, music inclined, my sisters, you know, so uncles, a lot of them. Okay. Yeah.
So are you like an event DJ, club DJ?
I like to call myself the DJ or the DJs want to be. I'm like, I work for, I'm the DJ of Moscow Underground, so I'm a club DJ, event DJ, radio. I ventured into radio while I was in school, but I like to get to know people I'm DJing for. I like to see the crowd, you know, so there's this connection I usually have when I see people I DJs for. So radio just didn't work for me.
What's the fun part about, you know, being a disc jockey?
For me, I think, for me, DJing is like a certain type of high. It's like a certain type of high. Once you're there, especially when you're on stage, DJing for about 5,000 to 10,000 people, it's a different type of feeling entirely. You just get lost in the moment, and so that's it for me. It just has a certain type of high for me. I just get lost. I forget every type of worry I have in life when I DJ. So that's just it.
I've always wanted to know, how does it make you feel when you are playing the music, when you're on the turntable and you hear people screaming and shouting and people vibing, and what does that do to you as a DJ?
Well, like I always tell everybody, or I tell DJs in general, if you don't get people jumping, it means you're doing something wrong. So that's the goal at the end of the day. You just have to keep people jumping till they get tired and leave. Okay, so basically we're going to get into the stories now, right? So basically I'm just going to read out a few stories, like I said earlier, that trended during the week, and then I just get to hear your perspective on it. All right, let's go. Okay, so let's get into the stories now. Nigerian music superstar Olamide has released the visual for his song Rock, the first single of his forthcoming studio album UI Scooty, which amazingly is his third new music project in just over 1 year. UI Scooty is set for release on June 14th through a partnership between Olamide's YBNL Nation and US indie powerhouse, that's Empire. Back to the music. Rock was produced by rising music producer Eskiz, while the video was directed by Nigeria's very own Clarence Peters. Quite an interesting story plot, if you ask me, and I particularly love the crispiness of the video. Now, DJ Young G, have you seen the video? Or have you, of course, you've heard, Rock. Well, I've heard the song. It's a good song.
Yeah.
Shout out to Olamide. Always gives us good music all the time. The video. To be honest, I just saw like a preview of the video, but I know Olamide, every time he brings out work, it's always on point. He likes to set a standard. So for me,
what category would you put the music? Is it banger? Is it club banger? Is it just like chill song? What category would you put it?
Right now, we don't even know what club bangers are anymore, because sometimes someone like Wizkid drops a laid-back song, and then we get to play at the clubs, and people go, So these days, we don't even know what club bangers are anymore. It's just the way the wave of the song goes, and the way people just go with the song. So.
All right. Talking about music releases, Grammy boy Burna Boy's new song Kilometer has peaked at #1 on UK official Afrobeats chart. At this rate, we have to get used to Burna Boy's weekly achievements. Basically. So back to it, the announcement was made on the official website of the UK Afrobeats chart Top 20. Burna Boy currently holds the record for the Nigerian artist with the most #1 songs on the chart. What do you think about that one?
Burna Boy is one person who, right from like to party, right from I beg. I just knew the guy had something that we're missing in the music game. And finally, here we are, still giving us bangers day in, day in. So for Kilometer, when the song came out, I just knew, in short, the guy is, he has gone from being a bundle of talent to, the guy's just amazing.
Okay, so what's your favorite Burna Boy song to play at the club? Or anywhere, basically, what's your favorite Burna Boy song to play? I
used to think it was like to party, but my set won't be complete if I don't play anybody.
Oh, that one.
My set won't be complete if I don't play anybody, because that song, the reaction to that song is just something else. When the heat of the moment, and then you drop the volume and everybody goes, anybody. So that's my favorite song for now.
Okay. In another news, award-winning Ghanaian rapper Sarkodie has supposedly bowed to pressure and joined the ongoing Fix the Country campaign against economic hardship in Ghana. Something similar to the NSAS campaign that we have here in Nigeria. The campaign has been pushing for better living standards, stable electricity and water supply, and fixing all of Ghana's sector of the economy, including bad roads. I feel like we should have, another campaign of this sort in Nigeria. Anyways, a number of Ghanaian celebrities, including Yvonne Nelson, Efia Odo, and John DeMello, have been spearheading the campaign on social media. Here's the gist. Sarkodie had apparently been silent since the campaign began because he was one of 2 artists who campaigned heavily for the re-election of President Nana Akufo-Addo in 2020, and he even released a song to that regard titled Happy Day. So, celebrities and political affiliations, what's your take on that one?
Every time celebrities dabble into politics. It's always a good thing, yes, especially for the times when, you know, they're quite influential. So when there are problems in the nation, I think it's always good they just lend their voices, you know, so people could, you know, especially, okay, for instance, Nigeria, where everybody's at the verge of giving up on everything that has to do with Nigeria. You know, when celebrities come out, you know, it just gives you this sense of hope that, okay, something will definitely happen. So when they do that, it's really cool that they do that. So props to all of them.
Okay, but I know another set of people who would say they don't really fancy celebrities, you know, being affiliated with politics or political parties, because when something starts to go wrong with the candidates you were campaigning for, say the person won and things start to go wrong, you cannot readily even come out and say, oh, this is what happened, this is happening.
Truth be told, it's a thing of choice when you choose to support one certain person or another. So if the person you supported during campaign gets elected into office and doesn't perform, well, I really don't know if you are to blame or not, but just do your best as an artist or celebrity, you know, lend your voice when it is needed, and when it's not, just lay back and watch the scene.
Okay, and don't go Desmond Oilert on us. Okay, still in Ghana. Dancehall artist Samini says he is currently laid back in the music industry, not only to pave way for new acts, but also to learn from the changing trends. Samini has been off the Ghana music scene for a while now. According to him, the entertainment industry works with time, and so it's important that one sits back and study what's happening. In his words, sometimes you have to chill and look at, you know, what's happening in the industry so that you inspire yourself with the happenings, because that will help you decide on when next, you know, to, you know, take your creativity. First
of all, Samini is an OG in the business. And so, you know, with the influx of new arts coming out every time, you know, it's always good. You just lay back, chill, watch the industry, you know your strengths, your weaknesses, you know, do a little bit of this and that, and then you come back into the business. So it's a good thing that, you know, he's doing that.
But you don't think there's a bad side to it, that, you know, once you take time off, to come back might be really
sure. When you're taking breaks like that, don't take too long to come back into the business. Because these young guys, trust me, they're bringing bangers. You know, so you don't just, so the new, your listeners don't just feel, okay, you fell off or this or that.
All right, back to Nigeria. Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti, the Abamioda himself, won't be getting inducted into the 2021 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class, as he lost out in the race to become an inductee, even though he came second after Tina Turner by public vote. The new inductees of the 2021 class are Jay-Z, the Foo Fighters, the Go-Go's, Carole King, Todd Rundgren, and Tina Turner. According to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Foundation, to be eligible, artists are required to have released their first record 25 years prior to induction. Ballots were sent to international voting body of more than 1,200 artists, including current living inductees, historians, and members of the music industry. Some of the factors considered were an artist's musical influence on other artists, length and depth of their career and the body of work, innovation, and superiority in style and technique. If Fela Kuti had won, he would have made history as the first Nigerian artist in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Popular Nigerian singer Sound Sultan is currently battling throat cancer and is going through chemotherapy in the US. Throat cancer is actually, you know, cancer of the voice box, the vocal cords, and other parts of the throat. I mean, for an artist like, you know, Sound Sultan, who just you basically make impact and everything he does is with his voice, and then having to battle throat cancer. What effect do you think that will have?
I think I saw that a couple of days ago. It was sad to hear. It's a sad one to hear for Sultan. Sultan is one of my favorites. Sultan is one of I rock more with the OGs. So Sultan is one of my favorites. So it was sad to hear about that. So I wish him speedy recovery, everything, and his family. You know, they should stay strong. It's going to be okay. Nothing is going to happen. So.
All right. So moving on to Davido. Earlier this week, Davido celebrated 10 years of good music and impact in the African music scene. This is to say, Davido celebrated the 10th year anniversary of his music career. Davido broke into the music scene around 2011 with his single Damiduro from his debut studio album Omo Baba Olowo, OBO, as we all know. Since then, he has remained one of the most influential artists in Africa. What do you think about Davido? 10 years, spanning 10 years in the music industry. That's not easy.
Fantastic run for OBO, fantastic run. The guy is, that's another piece setter again, you know. The guy just likes to cause chaos in the business. You know, he just sets trend, cause chaos, and then he travels. Yeah. And then he comes back, he does it again, he travels. So,
and that works for him.
OBO is OBO. That's all I can say. OBO is OBO. All
right, now let's head over to South Africa, where the hashtag Mute AKA is trending. So rapper AKA is back in the spotlight after allegation of gender-based violence in his relationship with his deceased fiancée, Anele Tembe, surfaced. A video circulating on social media showed AKA breaking down a door to gain access to a room where Anele had locked herself to get away from him. Tembe can be heard telling AKA to calm down. And in a second video made at the couple's home in March this year, Anele was in a room that had been badly trashed, screaming hysterically and is unresponsive to efforts by an unknown man to calm her down. There was actually a third video, so I'll just show you the last two.
Look at all of this. All of this. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. We got somebody here under the influence. Tried to jump off the balcony. My eardrums are ringing. I think I burst my eardrum. I have a witness that I did not fight back. And there is no fighting back from my side. This is how it looks. So when we go to court, this is what I want people to see.
Police. You got to get away! Nobody's doing it! You got to know what he's been doing to me! No, it's me. You guys don't know what he's doing! Nobody's doing it!
AKA has since released a statement addressing the video, saying that he and Tembe enjoyed a beautiful yet challenging relationship that at times was tumultuous like all relationships. He also pointed out that he knew the people behind the video and maintained his innocence of any wrongdoing. That's actually the stories we're going to be looking at today. So let's come back to you, right? You spoke about working with different artists at some point in your music career. So who are you looking at working with at this time?
It will be a dream come true for me to work with the legend Two-Face.
Oh.
Yeah, Two-Face.
Okay.
And my guy, OBO.
Okay. I think I was expecting you to actually say
OBO,
yeah. Guy. Okay.
So to have both of them on my project will be. I don't think I want both of them on one project. I'd want Two-Face for the first one, and then the second one. Either ways.
I need you to break something down for me. How does it work with a DJ having a single out? So is it that you write the song, or you make the beat? Well, how does it work basically?
Okay. The origin of DJs owning having songs, DJs were seen as back players of the music game, so it was only fair that we started doing collaborations with artists, and then it helps to showcase the brand of the DJ. People get to know you, this, that. So that's the origin of the whole thing. So doing that, we don't. Some DJs are actually producers, so they get to produce. You get your artists. They record, and then you put your songs out. But I don't think there's any DJ who writes. I don't think. Only if the DJ used to be an artist, before. I don't think. Or the person is a DJ who turned producer and all that. But I don't think.
So, but for you, what is it? Do you produce the song and then have them on it?
I don't produce. I'm a creative person, so I just have the idea. I say, okay, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, and then we make it a reality.
Okay, so top 5 DJs from around the world, your favorite top 5 DJs, who would they be?
Around the world.
Okay, from Africa. Let's bring it down to Africa. Let's
Africa.
yes, in Africa.
My dad.
Your dad? Wow. Okay, how nice. Okay.
First of all, my dad. Secondly, Uncle Jimmy.
Oh,
Chan.
Jimmy Jat, okay.
DJ Neptune. This guy is an amazing guy.
Where's he from?
Yeah, he's here in Abuja.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to hold that one back.
Why? Why?
I'm going to hold that one back. So that person is my number 4.
Oh, I mean, so we wouldn't know who that is.
He knows.
Okay.
If he sees this, he knows. And finally, my sister.
Oh, so your dad and your sister made the list. Amazing. Okay, thank you. So your sister, that's DJ Berna, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
You for having
It was a pleasure to have you. I hope we're going to have you back another time, and then we can have so much, talk about, especially, projects and all that.
Sure.
Okay, thank you guys for sticking with me on this episode of Showbiz Diary on TOS Television. We'll do this again next weekend, shall we? But first, follow TOS TV Network across all social media platforms. That's TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can also stream Showbiz Diary on www.tostvnetwork.com. My name is Adesua. I'll see you next weekend.